Hello and welcome to the MovieMaker podcast. I'm Jason Chichi, director of MovieMaker, a program for young filmmakers that takes place at the historic SHU Community Theater in downtown Fairfield, Connecticut, and on the campus of Sacred Heart University here at the Martiri Building for Arts Communications. And today we're talking with some of our 2024 movie makers about their love of film, their favorite films, directors, and what brought them to MovieMaker, and what their experience has been like so far. Today I have Owen Talismanic and Charlie Schneider, and they're currently editing a film that we shot last week. And I'm just going to get to know them a little bit more and have you get to know them at all. This is Owen.
Hello.
Owen, now you are a lover of films and you've made films yourself.
Yes.
What started you on your journey to making movies? What, did you just fall in love with movies as a young kid?
I have always been into movies. Like, I watch them all the time. I've told you in the past, I watch a movie at least every week or two. I really fell in love with movies when the pandemic came around. Like, I had already wanted to be an actor when I was like a young kid, but obviously couldn't really do much. So I fell in love again with movies. And then I wrote my first script in 2020. And then once stuff freed up, we shot the movie. It was just like quick 10 minutes, but like still it was kind of monumental.
With your friends?
Yeah, it was with my friends. We did, it was like 10 of us. It was a great experience, and I've had OMP Studios on YouTube since 2020, and we're coming out with a new one, and you know, I just love doing
That's
all
exciting.
this.
How long were these movies?
My past two have been 10 and 16 minutes. This one I'm coming out with in probably, I think it's August 16th, I think I have it coming out. That's going to be an hour, I think.
An hour. That's ambitious.
Yeah, an hour.
Did you have a lot of help on this movie?
I did. I had about 25 people working on this movie.
Wow, incredible.
Yeah. A lot of my friends, my family helped me out. I'm a one-man show. I direct, I act, I write, I'm editing. After I'm done with this, I'll go edit my project.
Good for you. Good for you. Charlie, what about you? Did you grow up loving movies?
Yeah, definitely. Movies have always been a very significant part of my life. I've always liked watching like older comedy movies because I was exposed to like comedy at a young age, which wasn't great, but my dad liked comedy and he just showed me all the movies when I was like 8 or 9. So
what movies did he share with you that he liked?
the first one, I started out loving 80s movies, so Back to the Future, which is a pretty basic movie, but it's a classic.
Good
And then
one.
it got to like Caddyshack, Top Secret.
Wow, these are movies of my generation, incidentally.
Yeah, so
Old man that I am.
I really grew like a love for comedy movies, and then now I'm starting to watch like more psychological movies. Like I really like Jacob's Ladder. It scares me, but it's an interesting movie. And yeah.
Do you ever find yourself watching dramatic movies,
Yes.
or is it most? Do you like dramatic movies as
I
well as
love-
comedies?
I love dramatic movies. I fiend actually for it. I don't know. It's just I kind of like the thrill and like agony of like feeling like, you know, that there's something important going on.
Yeah. Do you have favorites?
Drama movies. I'm kind of more. I'm not gonna lie. I'm more action and horror. Action. I love Mission Impossible. I love the Marvel movies, obviously. Star Wars. And then like a bunch of just like, you know, movies that like a lot of people like don't really give enough credit to, like Pirates of the Caribbean. I love that. No one talks about those movies anymore. No one. And you know, I don't want them to reboot it, but money is money, I guess. And horror, I love the classics: Halloween, Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street. Just, you know, I like all movies. So
what is the film that you're working on together? What is that script about? Can you share with us?
yeah, you wanna take this one, and
I'll take
come
this
in.
one, no problem. So it's basically about two coworkers just working like their boring old job named Jorge and Tom, you know. And
The goats.
unfortunately, Tom tells Jorge, "You need to go get the trash bags from the basement," and then they start hearing a strange noise, which in horror movie fashion means something bad is going to happen. So
I'll be back. He will not
yeah,
be back.
he goes down, gets the trash bags, comes back up with the strange new mask, and I don't want to spoil everything, but you could take it from here if you want.
So were you inspired by the space? We take you on a tour of the space and we brought you down to the basement. Did that inspire you guys to come up with some of the plot points for your film?
Yeah.
I had heard, Jason had told me that there was a creepy basement, and I knew immediately. I knew I wanted to do a horror movie when I walked in there, and when we went on that tour, I told him. He said, all right, the tour's done. I go, nope, it's not done. We got to go see the creepy basement. He took me down there, and I was like, all right, I got my movie.
What was it like shooting in that basement?
I'm a very tall person, so I banged my head a couple times, but, we're good. Don't worry, insurance, we're good. Our heads are in shape. But it was just a cool experience because I shoot a lot, of horror stuff, and I don't really have these cool locations, and that was a really good fitting location for our movie.
That's good to know. So it's looking good now.
Yeah, it looks great.
You're in the middle of the editing process.
Yes,
right
we
now.
are.
And it's looking good. What's the experience been like editing, Charlie?
It's been quite interesting. Owen's been doing a lot of it, but listening and seeing a movie that we were just shooting a week ago was actually coming along and becoming something is a very interesting feeling.
Because there's lots to do when you're editing. I mean, naturally, there's lots of bells and whistles you can add with music and sound effects and scoring and things like that. But you can also tell your story in a different way with the footage you have that you might not necessarily have thought.
Yeah.
You can create montages, or you can intercut in a way that maybe was not on the page. Are you playing around with any of that stuff yet, or do you think you're going to get to some of that?
I think we'll get to that either later today or tomorrow, because right now we're just kind of clipping all the footage together, getting the correct takes, and now we're about to put the audio onto it too.
Which will be important in your film especially.
Oh, yeah.
Very important.
When a plot point is a noise, you're probably going to go through about 30 noises. Is that the one? Or, and then you'll collaborate with each other to find out the perfect scary noise for your film. So has this inspired you? I know you already make films all the time, but Charlie, will this inspire you to make more films?
I think it definitely will inspire me to research more and possibly make more films. I really enjoyed the part where probably my favorite thing was being a director on one of the other films. That really was interesting, and that's what inspired me the most. But also just being around other people who already have, it definitely did make me, I think I do want to make more films though.
It's the ultimate in collaboration, right?
Yeah,
Making
it's
a
awesome.
movie. Is that something you learned on during our shooting week?
Yeah, definitely. You have to collaborate.
Yeah, what was the acting experience like? Because I know we sort of encourage all of you to be in front of the camera, even though some of you might not necessarily have thought of yourself as an actor.
It was interesting. I wasn't scared of being in front of the camera or being in front of people, but I was kind of scared if I was going to be able to act, but it wasn't terrible. I don't think I did that bad. It was actually pretty fun, and I enjoyed it.
And now that you're watching yourself so much editing your film, is it sort of oh my God?
Yeah, it definitely is.
It takes a minute to get used to seeing yourself, right? Well, you've been doing that for a long time now.
I love acting. I had said earlier in the show, I wanted to be an actor when I was younger, and obviously my opportunity with my movies, I'm in them, but this was a completely different wave of energy that hit me. I felt the presence of being an actor for the first time.
And you were the lead in another film.
Yes.
That Brenna and
9
Evan
minutes later.
wrote.
Yeah.
And that was a lot to do.
That was I little fun behind the scenes thing. The night before, I was reading all of the stage notes, and I was like, oh my God. I was like, this might be a little hard. And then obviously I came to set and I was like, all right, let's go. I was pumped up. I was like,
Yeah, because it's not necessarily the lines.
Yeah.
It's in a film script, you have to read those stage directions and say, oh, I actually have to do these things that someone has written.
So I was having a lot of trouble with the alarms and lining that up and doing the actions. The actions were kind of hard for me. Obviously I figured it out, thank God. But
It's hard to make them look natural.
yeah, exactly.
Especially when there's so many technical things going on.
I know. Like there was, I won't spoil it, but there was so much stuff that I was like, it really made me think, and I was like, whoa. I was like, I give so much credit to actors and how good they are at their profession. So
Yeah, definitely. Being an actor, like you watch a movie and you're like, oh, that was good. They could have done better, but like they're out there for months
You
trying to
realize
learn
it's
that
tough.
stuff.
Yeah. And I feel like Neely really taught us that, like, really how to.
Our acting coach, Neely.
Yeah, she really taught us, like, and I'll throw myself under the bus right now, but I was reading, like, the scripts that she gave us, and I was doing too much. And she really brought me down to reality, and she was like, be natural. Just say it how you've been saying when you read it. And when I did that, the adjustment was so crazy.
Yeah, it's funny how hard it is just to be natural.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And not push.
She was incredible, great, loved it. Great experience.
So are you guys looking forward to seeing your movie on the big screen?
Oh, I can't wait.
I'm excited.
I'm pumped up. I got my suit ready to go. We're gonna look fresh. Me and Charlie,
I have no doubt.
We're gonna get some good pictures, and I can't wait to see it. Honestly, and meet the other movie makers from the next program.
Yeah, from the next session.
Yeah, that'll be interesting because
Yeah.
I mean, this program, I think that the next one's bigger. So
Yeah.
It is. We're hopefully gonna try to make twice as many movies.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Double shoot.
Yeah, but it's great to get to collaborate with other creative people, isn't it?
Yeah, I love talking to people. Pick their brain and learn stuff, and then you also could teach them
Great.
stuff.
I could.
yeah, definitely.
Well, you guys have been doing great so far. I look forward to seeing your finished movie.
Thank you.
Thank you for being my guest today. This has been Jason Chichi, the director of MovieMaker. We're going to continue with other episodes talking to our 2024 movie makers. Thanks for watching.
Need some water. Mouth's dry.
You good?
Cool.
All right.
I'm going to grab some water too.